Hello and welcome to our new moon gathering for the Pisces new moon. Yeah, it's March 2024 and wow, I can't believe it. We've come so far already. Anyway, welcome to my channel, the Jupiter Moon Project. I'm Alexandra and I am gathered here with a lovely little group of like-minded people, and I'm so thrilled they are all here. Hello, Marvin. Hello, Karen. So lovely to have you here with us. Yeah, so today we will be exploring another ritual. In our last new moon, we had a new moon gathering. We had a releasing a fire ritual, which was yeah, quite intense, I found for myself personally. And today we're going to be exploring a water ritual. Yeah, to go with the Pisces moon. And then in our next new moon in April, we're going to be exploring planting our seeds. So an earth ritual for that. Yeah, so welcome again. And I'm so glad you are here watching the replay. And yeah. So let's settle into our seat. Yeah, just get yourself comfortable. And just take a deep breath in and close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And with every breath you take, you feel yourself settling deeper into your seat, grounding yourself in your seat. You feel your feet on the ground, connected to the earth. She's always here for us. Mother Earth, giving us the support that we need. And again, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, release any tension that you might still be feeling. And now just observe your natural rhythm, your natural breathing rhythm. And just observe how your body releases tension. You don't have to know how it does it. You don't have to know or do anything. Just let it relax. And with your next breath, I invite you to put your focus on your third eye, in the center of your forehead, between your brows, and maybe just a little bit deeper inside your brain. And in front of you, you see a door. And perhaps you would like to enter it. Just open it and cross the threshold. And this room is for you to explore. This room holds memories. This room holds beliefs you have about yourself. And perhaps you have something like a filing system, like a filing cabinet in this space. Maybe it's a box, maybe it's a cabinet, maybe it's a drawer, anything where things are stored. And in this storage space, you can find several pieces of paper. And on them, there are things written that you believe about yourself. And I would like you to take one of those pieces of paper and see what is written on them. Is it a positive affirmation? A positive belief about yourself? If so, soak it in and acknowledge it and thank it for its wisdom. Now pick up the next one and read it. If it is positive, a positive affirmation, soak it up, acknowledge it, and thank it. And the next paper or card, whatever it might be, and keep on going. And if you come across something, a belief system that is not to your liking, not positive, then I would like you to also acknowledge it, thank it. It may have served you in the past, but now it is time to release it. And next to you, you will find a shredder. And if you like, if you feel called to do so, you can put this piece of paper through the shredder. It doesn't belong in your filing cabinet, in your storage space anymore. You want to make room for something new. And keep on going. See what else is in this space for you. If there is anything you need to release, then do so. If there's anything you wish to absorb, then do that as well. And do you feel like there's something missing here? Is there anything you feel that we would like to invite into the space? And if so, then I would like to invite you to take a piece of paper that is sitting in this room with a pen next to it, and just write down what you are missing. Something positive, something affirming. What do you want to call into your life? Who do you want to be? When you're ready, put that piece of paper or paper, plural, into your storage space, your filing cabinet, your box, your drawer, whatever came up for you. Close it and make a mental note to remember what you've just written. And when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to leave the space through the door you came in through and see the darker space outside again. You're inside of yourself now. You feel yourself in your body again. You feel your feet on the ground. You feel your seat. And you notice your breath again. And slowly you can come back into the space with another deep breath in and slow exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes and make a note of the statement that you just put into your filing cabinet.
Alexander, are we supposed to write them on the paper? Is that what we're supposed?
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote them in my little book. I'll write them on
Doesn't
the paper.
matter. Maybe we
I'll do
will.
both.
Yeah, you can do both. You can. Hello, May Ruth. Lovely to have you here. Hmm. Yeah. Ruth, were you able to follow along? I'm not sure. Yeah. Did you get my
Yes.
message about a glass of water, drinkable water?
No, but I intuitively I got water, so I didn't get your message, but I got some anyway.
Okay, very good. Is it, do you have it in a plain glass of water? A water glass, sorry.
Well, my favorite little cup.
Okay. I will tell you then what this is all about. Okay, did you all write down your message thing you would like to invite? Okay. Yeah, so this ritual is a water ritual, as I was saying before. And when we look at we're going into the space of vibrational medicine. Yeah. In that realm, you can find things like flower essences. And if you know the work of Masaru Emoto, he transferred words and images onto water and then froze the water and photographed the crystals, the water crystals. And silly me, I forgot to bring the book out. I wanted to show you. I will just see if I can find an image quickly online. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this up any bigger. Yeah. Okay. I will share my screen. Okay. So this is his book. Can you see this? Yep. Okay. So this is probably one of his most famous crystals. This comes about when you use the term love and gratitude. So this is the crystal that comes about. And he did this with lots of different words, expressions, positive as well as the negative. And the positive ones were beautiful crystals like this. And the negative ones, the water was more murky. I'll just and the idea is that we are a high percentage of our body is made of water. So if that applies to water in general, then our body can actually absorb this information through water. We can transfer words and affirmations, positive words and affirmations, onto our water and then drink it with intention. So it's always the intention that we put out there. So I would like you to take your piece of paper with your positive affirmations. You can also just have one word, anything that you want to call into your life, anything you want to ingest. And then hold your glass of water. And now this is actually where it comes, it's important that there's no other information. A plain glass. So Ruth, if you would like to do this later on, or I'm sure you have a plain glass, and then you hold the piece of paper and you read it in one hand, preferably in your left hand, and in your right hand you hold your water, and then keep on reading the statement that you wrote on your paper. Okay, we will do that for, let's say, 30 seconds or something. Okay. Okay. And now take your water, take a, deep breath in and let the message go through your nose as well. And then an intentional sip. You're soaking up the energy. So basically, your statement is now infused into your water and you're taking it in from the inside. And I invite you to do this until every day, at least once, until the next full moon. If you like, if you feel called. And see how you feel. And to make it simple, you can, the full body intention is when you're there and present with the water and your piece of paper with your writing on it. But you can also do the shortcut and just place the water glass onto the piece of paper and just let it sit there. And after a minute or so, it's ready for you to drink. Yeah. So, how was this for you? Bit of an excursion.
Very nice. Thank you. Beautiful. So I will hold on to, actually, I'll put this on my altar with a glass of water on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the morning, I will go in there and have a sip. Now, Obviously, it will not last 2 weeks. I mean, until the full moon.
No, every day a fresh glass.
Yeah. Oh, and then breathe it and do the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Every
Oh,
day
yeah, yeah,
fresh
yeah, yeah.
glass.
Got it.
Yeah,
Understood. Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful. A little magical spell.
Yes, absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Beautiful.
I know. It made me emotional. Your
Oh,
introduction made me emotional.
yeah.
Oh,
Great. Yeah, so I think we also have some cards that go with this new moon for the collective. So I'll start let me just put that out there. If you have any questions and you're watching the replay, feel free to connect with me and I'll be happy to help with anything that's unclear. And yeah, it's a way to connect with the element of water and the element of water inside of you. So and I find this is going to be rather helpful for this month of Pisces. Ah, okay, so I think we have some cards for the collective, and here we go. Mine is the Wheel of Fortune.
ooh.
It's from the Rain Shadow tarot. Yeah. I like that it has the two elements really. It's got the fire, and on the bottom it feels watery, and the action is happening. And I think I'm not quite sure what's in the middle. The yellow yellow stones or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, so on top we have the action moving into the ever cycle of inward and outward, being inside, paying attention to what's going on in our inside, and then taking it out into the world as well, and taking actions accordingly, and bringing about change, the change we would like to see. And yeah, maybe, yeah, you have your hand here, that you can craft your own Wheel of Fortune as well. You know which direction you would like to go. That's my take on this today. Yeah.
And it's
Anyone
neat
else?
that we're in the ending of the astrological year too. So you see that cycle,
Yeah.
ending. It's nice that the Wheel of Fortune came forward for that.
Yep, it's soon coming to a close, that's right.
Yeah.
When I look at that card, I see the whole hermetic thing of so above as below. And then you got like the cosmos on the outer edges, the actual galaxy
Mhm.
energy. Because you got the yin and the yang,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
male and the female.
yeah.
And so that makes sense. And we each are our own destiny with the hand. So that's
Mhm.
classic.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I like that the cosmos is inside, because that's what we carry inside of
That's
ourselves as
right.
well.
That's right. We are that mandala right
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
ever continuing.
Yeah. Yeah. Karen, what do you have for us?
Okay, and I don't know if you can hear my dog barking back here, but so I am using the Shadowscape Tarot today. I haven't used that in a long time, but the cards are absolutely stunning, but very small. So High Priestess came forward. Actually, two came forward for this. Two High Priestess, and this was just beautiful. I sit here and look at this High Priestess, and she stands with outstretched arms. Her arms are outstretched, and she's almost like her body is almost like that of a chalice, and the owl, the owl of wisdom, he's the keeper of knowledge. And then you have the pomegranate also. That's the icon of Persephone. And isn't it beautiful that Persephone is about to emerge from the underworld on the spring equinox? So this was very, God, what a perfect card for me. She's all about that subconscious, the Pisces. It kind of reminds me of that Pisces moon anyway, just connecting to the spiritual nature and the mystery. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. All those different symbols that come together and really connotate the high priestess and all that she is. So really was trying to find a tarot deck today that was kind of dreamy, and this one is. So, and this one dropped, so I have to set Three of Cups came forward. I think I've had this one quite a bit for myself lately. It's almost like they're, mermaids all together and in this bubble, and all with their cups joined. This is all about finding your tribe, your soul people. And that was actually in one of my things that I have down here in my thing, to have more soulful friends. So I thought that was really telling for me. So beautiful card. And God, I just love these. So the colors kind of go along with yours too, that blue dreamy and yellow, all those colors are right there. So I also had pulled one more, and I chose the Spiral Oracle. That's a really nice deck. And Healing Path came forward. And again, there's that beautiful blue. I see three, again, going along with the Three of Cups, right in that's the, which the cube, I cannot think of the name of that cube in the middle. It's sacred geometry. And really connecting in, tears coming down, connecting, healing those wounds. The healing path. And here we are in Pisces. Pisces is the end of the astrological. It's completions, endings, release. So I see all that in this card. Beautiful card. Really follows along with the other two and what is going on with this moon right now. Pisces acts like that, removes emotional debris. And so I'm really feeling that in this card. So those are my cards. A little bit more than I had planned, but one dropped, so I had to share. So,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Yeah,
Lovely cards. Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. Anyone
Yeah.
else have a card for the collective?
Karen, I wanted to, were you talking about Metatron's cube or Merkaba?
Thank you. I
Merkaba.
was trying to, yes. I was trying to think of what is that that sacred geometry in the middle, Metatron's cube. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Thank you. So. You hear my dog?
Dog is unhappy.
No, there's somebody, the garbage truck next door is outside. So.
Okay.
Ruth, do you have any insights for us for this new moon astrologically? Any?
Well, when Pisces comes on the scene, it's very difficult to describe. And Neptune, of course, being part of the whole program, I find it quite remarkable that people mostly look at Pisces and the dreaminess, which is very much a part of us. But there's something that everybody kind of misplaces with our Pisces energy. we have to come up with some way to ground it in the 3D. It's like we live on the eighth dimension, but at the same time, it's like anybody who has a substantial amount of Pisces has this soul agreement that we have to come back and demonstrate somehow how to live with all of that spiritual energy in our current daily lives. That's the part that everybody misses, because they always say, you're dreamy and you have, it's really lots of fantasy and all of these kinds of descriptions, which is really good and it's magical and it's true. But Pisces has to learn how to be present at the same time, because it's a double-bodied sign. It's the up
Mhm.
and it's the down at the same time. And so that's what I have to say about this new moon, that it is the end, but we hold the incubation, because if you didn't incubate, there wouldn't be anything for Aries to grow.
Mhm. That's right.
Uh-huh. It's that butterfly. If we weren't inside that cocoon doing our little thing, there wouldn't be any spring to have those beautiful wings that we all have once we come out.
Yeah.
So Pisces is a paradox.
So it is also, yeah, as you just said, an incubation time as well.
That's right. New and ending at the very same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah,
And I
interesting.
pulled the card of the celestial bodies for Pisces, and it's this one.
It's the moon? No, the Pisces.
That's
Pisces.
pretty. That's beautiful. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, as you said, you have a path, but it's also dreamy. There are some mushrooms.
Absolutely. That's great. The mushrooms. And this is an excellent card, because it basically says yes there and here at the same time. With the mushrooms, where do they grow?
Oh,
All there are network, underground network.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
right. They
see.
connect, they bring the unity, because Pisces and Neptune is the transcendence, to trust that we already have what we need.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I know May Ruth is also someone who's into Star Trek, as I remember, right?
What's that, hon?
Star Trek, the TV show.
You enjoy
Oh,
Star
Star
Trek?
Trek. Star
Yeah,
Trek. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
and in recent series, they do not travel with energy. They travel with the mushrooms, the network of the mushrooms, which I think fits here perfectly. Can be anywhere
Um,
you want using the mushrooms.
I love it. And what they're
Oh,
doing is talking
Yeah.
about you. Right, 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 right. And you being a Virgo, I often say Virgo is the other side, the key to how Pisces can live more effectively. So, and then when Virgo gets too much grounded down here, then they need to take on Pisces. And so I see this real center of all the signs, Pisces and Virgo, if they can synergistically bring it together, it it provides a wonderful foundation for both signs.
Hmm.
Mhm.
absolutely.
So, Mara, that's a great card that you pulled.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Karen, do you have stones for us today?
I do. I do have a stone. So, what called to me is my star stone, aquamarine. That is the Pisces birthstone. Um, and I have a few different, this is a pretty large one. It's kind of a blue. It's not real gemmy, but it's one of my favorites I bought long ago. So that's aquamarine. This is just like a big chunk of aquamarine. You know, and I have some of these just small little ones that are a little bit more gemmy and beautiful. You know, I have several of those. So aquamarine, it's a blue to blue-green variety of beryl. And it's actually derived from the Latin meaning water of the sea. So now it is a water elemental, and it has water elemental energy, and it really enhances, really wonderful to use on your throat chakra. It enhances clear communication, supports us speaking in our truth. Now, this also, it's one of those stones that brings you in touch with your subconscious, and, you know, your deepest emotions. So, again, you know, I always ask you if you want to work with these and open up to them. I would always put it in my left hand, just in receiving mode, and maybe breathe into it, do things like that, and just meditate with it a little bit, even just sit and breathe into it back and forth, awaken into it. And over the course of, you know, the next couple weeks, since I'll be doing this, I'll be using this stone with me until I go into the full moon. It really, gosh, aquamarine is really there to help you connect to the divine feminine and to the goddess inside. So I really invite you to just sit with her. And I call it a her, you know. So to me, that's very feminine energy, very soft. And again, you know, probably not so dreamy, but it really helps you to connect to that, your emotions when you have difficulty connecting to your emotions, or even to get out of that emotional numbness. So I really love aquamarine. So, and that's my stone for this week. And I will, of course, post that on the page. Set up a little grid, however you want to do. Put your aquamarine maybe right in the center. And, you know, if you put any kind of quartz around it, quartz always makes everything greater, enhances the energy. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put on top of my aquamarine, my little things, and the water maybe, you know, perfect thing to do if you want to do an infused is to the same thing we were doing with our words, we can do with aquamarine. You know, you can always infuse water with a stone. And maybe that's another lesson, another day. But I would just say, but I'll also maybe put this right on my little and put aquamarine on my altar. So, or some little stones around it. That's what I probably will do. Put my little stones around it and the glass on top of my words. So just bringing in those stones if you can, you know? Yeah. And the cards, they're all going to come together. So
Nice little altar there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So do we have anything else we would like to share before we close the official part of this session?
I'm just saying that March 10th is, are you March 9th? Or are we March 10th is the actual new moon?
Yes.
Okay.
March 10th. And you know, interestingly enough, because my birthday is the next day, but this new moon sits exactly on my sun at exactly 20 degrees. So yeah, so that's an interesting thing to have that energy so close for the year. So
yeah.
So
20
definitely a
degrees of
new
Pisces.
beginning for you, Mary.
Huh?
A new beginning for you.
A real, yes, when you have it astrologically sitting right, you know, there's no leeway on either side. It's exactly that 20 degrees. So this should
Exciting.
be Should be fun, right? Right. That doesn't happen. That I don't know when that'll happen ever again,
Mhm.
and to be exact on the degree point.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. We will be having a full moon session with Karen. When's that coming up?
In two weeks.
It was around the sorry, the equinox, right?
Yeah. Let me make sure. Um, I thought, well, are we doing it on the 19th on a Tuesday? We're not doing it on a Tuesday.
No, we're doing it
Doing
on
it on
Thursday.
the 14th, correct, or the 21st?
The 21st, we said, because
Yeah,
the
Okay, good.
14th is
21st.
next week.
Okay, got it. I'm sorry, I thought I had that. I have all these other things in my calendar and not that.
So
Jeez.
it's the 21st.
Yes,
Mhm.
21st again. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the next, I'm not even sure when the next new moon is going to be. Just gonna have to check.
I can tell you in a minute.
April 8th, I think.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And it's a solar eclipse too.
Oh,
Major.
ooh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
anybody, this should be interesting. My niece is having her birthday on April 8th, and she has that solar eclipse with the new moon sitting right on her sun.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that should be interesting for her. Mhm.
So April 8th. When
Is that a month?
shall we gather then? Shall we do the 4th? April 4th?
Or the 11th? Which
I
is
don't
3 days
mind.
after.
That will
Oh
be
yeah.
after.
Well, the 11th is that,
That will be after the new moon.
It will be after.
or the 4th? Which one
I think we'll do the
feels?
4th.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us and watching the replay. And yeah, we look forward to having you with us here in this space next time. Okay, bye for now.